Okay, the second motion is this house prefer world where welfare program are done through direct cash transfer as opposed to food or basic necessities handouts. Okay, so I agree with the statement, I agree with the definition given by the proposed team. Like welfare program run our social support system runs by the government to actually help poor people and low-income people and vulnerable group, and some goods like food, rice, oil, and other stuff like that. Some kind of other stuff like that. But however, I, as the opposition team, believe that the statement is false. Okay, according to the argument, like you say, there are many things that I don't agree with, like corruption, like money can spend into what they need. Okay, so I have a reason like that. So the first one is money can spend on what they need. Okay, so what they need. So what about the vulnerable people or vulnerable group like addicted to the gambling or mentally ill or some financially illiterate? Maybe like mismanage the fund or and make them worsening their situation, and they don't know how to use the fund, and and the second, worsening their situation. And cash can be deferred to the vices like alcohol, drugs, gambling, and luxury goods, and rather than the essential food like food, medicine, or something like the function is for their life, that what they really needs than a gambling or drugs and luxury goods. And and what about the children? Okay, if they spend on what they need, what about the parents? Okay, maybe the parents will just prioritize the personal over the kids. Okay, and that the children will be suffer and more worse, and maybe they will die. Okay, and the parents will choose what they need. Okay, like drugs, like alcohols, and something dangerous or something like that for their personal. Okay, so if you say what they need, maybe like the personal, like the personal parents, okay, they will choose that. Okay, and the kids will suffer and skipping meals, and they will die or maybe will hungry. Okay, and welfare program have a very high potential of the corruption, and especially for regional level and the low regional level, and areas that classified as a low income. People do not know that funds should have reached them. Okay, even so, the people responsibility for the funds already deduct some of the fund and use them. Okay, that is corruption. Okay, so the low income people don't know. They must already get the fund, but they don't know. Okay, because that areas is they don't know. Okay, the funds should reach them, but the people that responsibility for the funds is already use them for their life. Okay, and that is corruption. Okay, and about the developing countries, problem in developing countries is a lot, not just about the cash. There are a lot of problem like a medical service and the other stuff like that. And you say digital payments to the people and makes less room for theft. Okay, you say that. So what about the hacker, huh? So digital, this is really a good generation for hackers to do something like cybercrime or take money from the payment cash system. Digital cash system are prime targets, okay, for the hacker. Like elderly and disabled or rural people may struggle with the digital system, and this is the chance for the hackers to easy target for for the hackers. And you say like, what about the blockchain? Blockchain can make cash transfer, can make cash transfer more easier and more safety. Bro, this blockchain is still experimental. Okay, so even the crypto chain exchange get hacked, like GOX and FTX. Okay, so the conclusion is, the direct cash is very dangerous for these like warfare programs, because there are still like a minus negative impact for the people and who don't know. So they must get educational about this thing. Okay, they must know and how to really know about the cash. And yeah, and I believe that food or basic necessities is really good, even it have long terms, but it's good for their life. It's they don't have a choice to spend it or agree with the donation of the funding. But yeah, yeah, and thank you.